Hi, big love. Hope everyone's having a great day, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Yeah, just really wanted to share the love today. Go team, smashing it. It's great. So, I need to be honest. It's my confession. I have had a drink, and the reason I've had a drink is because I'm celebrating. And I'll tell you why. Because our team, our gang, is the bestest right about now. Yeah, I'm gonna prove it to you. I'm gonna tell you why. But everyone is smashing it out of the park, and even though it doesn't feel like it in certain places at certain times, know that we've got this. Just know it. Yeah, I'm also going to add that this is going to, I know I'm known for telling the truth and being a bit brutal, but this one's going to be extra special. And we're just going to call this one is going to be particularly taboo. So I know what I say can offend some people, and it's not meant to offend you. I'm not saying it to offend you, so you shouldn't take it as me being offending to you. Right? But bearing that in mind, I do know that I can come across as offensive. And it's not, I'm not meaning to be offensive to lots of people. I'm really not. I'm just real. I'm just saying it as it is. And I'm feeling in the zone. I'm feeling in the zone where I can go there. So I apologise in advance for anyone that takes offence, which they are more than likely to do. Some people will, but I am not meaning to offend you. Please bear that in mind. I'm just laying out in advance so that everyone's ready. Everyone's ready for what's coming. So, do you know what? I'll tell you, I've got a confession as well. I have cheated on Sky News with Bloomberg TV. I'm so sorry, Sky News. So sorry. That's the only cheating I'm doing is cheating on Sky News with Bloomberg. I'm glad I've got it off my chest. But, I just had to say it. I had to lay it on the line there. And Bloomberg TV is great. And I love all of those guys. And on that note, where's Kay Burley? Kay Burley was like my TV mama. She was my TV mama that was with me when I woke up on the sofa next to the laptop every day for about 9 months last year. So where is she? Do you know what she was? She was suspended. Let me tell you. Kay Burley, the legend. She was suspended by Sky for I think it was something. It was breaking COVID rules of some description. bearing in mind that everyone everywhere has broken these same rules, right? And she got suspended for 6 months for it. I'm pretty sure those 6 months are up, for one. Two, she should never have been suspended for 6 months when everyone else is getting away with this shit, including central government. Let's not forget. So Sky, like, sort your shit out. Bring back Kate. She's my mama. She is. Love that woman. Just saying. Oh my God, I've got so much to say today. I'm just... You need to just bear with, strap in. And, you know, I'm not one for mincing my words. I'm just going to say it as it is. And it's meant from a... You know what I mean? It is. But the thing that we've got ourselves into here is that we just don't talk. We haven't talked about these things. We haven't talked about a lot of things over time because people think they're taboo or they're not comfortable talking about them. And because they're not comfortable talking about them, problems have arisen and gotten out of control. Just laying that there. Right. Where to start? This is the question. I've got so much. Okay. We're going to go with, I saw, hold on. Let me just refer to the Bibles, the Financial Times and the Morning Star. Right. Yeah. Nicola Sturgeon has got a huge poster. No, not poster. What's it called? You know those road signs? Those road, you know what I'm talking about. Bear with me. Those road signs. She's got ones up saying about the best friends. Yeah, toes, bezies, always. Right, listen. She's got this sign up saying Scottish independence is no one else's business. This is it's one of them road signs. No one else's business but theirs, right? Okay, so I've got several issues with this. I've got Sturgeon's back. But I have several issues with this statement. One, and bear in mind, it's not just a statement, it's on a billboard. Oh, thank God. Ooh. Amen. Right. Yeah, I've got several issues with this. One is we're all part of the United Kingdom. I back independence wholeheartedly. Here's my thing. Coming up with that and putting it on a billboard, no one else's business but our own. One, we're all part of the United Kingdom, so it's everyone's business on that basis. Secondly, anyone that is currently invested in either land, property or business in Scotland that aren't Scottish, it's also their business. And it's anyone's business that does dealings with Scotland or the United Kingdom. So it's actually still everybody's business. So putting that on a billboard is just like a real, I don't know, it's just a weird statement to put on a billboard. Like, not only that, my mum, God bless her, she is obsessed with ancestry. And so is her mum. and so is her mum. So we've got in my house, we've got here leather bound ancestry books with our family tree going back to like 400 whatever that is, BCE, is it? It's a long time ago. Like we can trace all the way back there. And I'm part Scottish because my ancestry goes back to Richard Lionheart, Robert the Bruce, and the Seaton family. And the Seaton family were the ladies in waiting. She was a lady in waiting to Mary Queen of Scots. So it's very personal. It's personal to me. And I just find that kind of, it's no one else's business but our own. That's just a weird kind of position to sort of take a stance on. Hashtag just saying. So that was just a random one. Oh, another thing. I've got so many stories for you today. I've been inundated with messages, but also just thinking about stories that popped up into my head. My dad, yeah, the legend. He was one of these. He was like, he was lucky. He wasn't lucky. He worked hard, but he wanted to do everything and be excellent at it, and he was. And but he made loads of money and lost loads of money several times. But this one time, so he's a chartered accountant by trade, but he just turned his hand to absolutely anything and everything. Sorry. And this one time, he decided he was going to be a music producer. And check this. He was a music producer for the first black artist in the UK that sold 1 million records, Emile Ford. Check that. It's true. So yeah, it was my absolute inspiration, but at the same time he was scary as fuck. Like he was one of them ones, he'd give you a look. He never was physical in, you know what I mean? Like he didn't hit me or anything. He only needs to give me a look. That look there that he gave me, I remember it. It gave me chills now, even thinking about it. That look that he gave me when I was little, when he was alive, that shit would fuck you up. He'd look at you and you'd be like, oh, I better fucking sort my shit out. Like, there's no way I could do this. You know what I mean? He didn't need to do anything more than that. And everyone was well behaved. Well behaved. That look. Not only that, he had his silence game was fucking second to none. If you pissed him off, yeah, he could hold that shit down for like weeks. He'd give you the silent treatment for like 2 weeks if you annoyed him. Do you know what I mean? Like, for real. Protocols, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't even need to do anything. My parents needed to never come near me. They just gave me the look. It's like my soul knew. If I carried on down the road I was going, ooh, I knew I was going to get in trouble. I just didn't go there. It's different these days, isn't it? It's different these days. These kids have no respect. Right. That was that. Let me tell you, can I just say, go team, go team. Look, right now, I'm so excited. I'm excited every day. I wake up, I'm excited. I'm excited because we're working, and I'll tell you why. We are the best team. There is nothing better than when a team of global proportions is working together. It's the best thing. It's like the not so secret society. Do you know what I'm saying? So we're no longer sheeple. We're fully aware. And you know what a goat is? Greatest of all time, right? Best ever, exactly. Right, listen, greatest of all time. But we are all goats. So we have metamorphosized. We've gone through the process of metamorphosis. And we're no longer sheeple. We're all fucking goats. Do you know what I mean? Listen. And because we're all on the same team, we all want to win. Best ever. Best ever. So, Norway, I'm just going down my eco route. Norway, 67% of their car sales in December 2020 was EV, electric vehicles. Preach. Right? Success breeds success. Follow the leader. Leader. Do you know what I mean? So wherever they're doing the best at whatever it is, that's what we follow. It's simple. So how do they do it? How do the Norwegians, love yous, amaze balls, right? How do they do this? How do they get everyone? Not only have they got everyone on EV, they have got a commitment to go fully EV by 2025. Preach. Do you know what I mean? 5 years before 2030. Leading edge. Right? How do they do this? I'll tell you. How they do it. They've got listen, wait for it. I'm referring to my notes. Give me a break. They have got they've got like no VAT. They've got perks basically. So if you get a EV vehicle, they've got no VAT. They've got things like you can drive in the bus lane. They've got things like hold on. Oh, here we go. No, that's not it. Oh. No VAT, reduced or no tolls at all, wherever in the country. Driving in the bus lane, free parking. These are the kind of perks that they're giving people in Norway to use electric vehicles. Boom. If I had a trumpet, I'd be like, doo-doo. Right? Norway smashing it out of the park. Everyone should be doing this. You know what I'm saying? If we want to save the planet, we've all got to follow the leader. And let's face it, they're leading. So those are the perks. Those are the perks that they're offering, and it's working. So we should all be doing this. Innit? Thank you. Right. So that was Norway. Preach. Amen. Right. Next then, we're thinking, right. I was watching Bluebird TV, love yous. So there's a global shortage of chips and semiconductors. Every country in the world should be making chips and semiconductors. Why? Because they are needed in technology, and technology is everywhere, and it's only going to go like this. And that means that chips and semiconductors requirement of is only going to go like that as well. So every single country should be manufacturing chips and semiconductors. And those countries that have the actual base materials for those things, yeah, which are South America and Africa, you have those materials. You should be manufacturing and selling those products, not just selling the materials to someone else to make it. No. Keep it in-house. Make the chips and the semiconductors yourselves rather than selling the materials to another country to make that and then sell it on. No, keep it in-house. So South America, Africa, you have got the materials, you've got all the base materials that are needed in these things that are going to only go like that. Yeah, make the chips, make the semiconductors yourselves, and then sell them to the companies that use them. You don't need to take out the middleman. Like, take it all for yourselves, right? So there's that. Oh, I've got so much, guys, so much. I haven't even touched on my rudeness yet. It's coming. Where am I going? Oh, so Kryptonians, preach. Listen, crypto market has done the same in the last 3 months as it did the previous 12. Do you know what I mean? What? Decentraland. Let's go. Decentralized finance. Yay. So, do you know what that means? That means all the big guys are getting in on it now, including Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, PayPal. Everyone's getting on it. And Coinbase is going public next week. And there's a couple of points to make about this. One is, don't put all your eggs in the same basket. If we have got anything to learn from history, people, it is this. There are loads of exchanges. For one, Coinbase isn't the only one. It might have been the first famous one, but it is not the only one. So not everyone should just use the one. That's dangerous. Secondly, if you put your crypto in an exchange, it is technically no longer yours. So you should not leave your crypto in the exchange. You should not leave it in the exchange because it is not yours if you leave it in there. So I'm going to put some information on that, but it isn't. So yeah, amen, Coinbase started a revolution, great. But there are loads of other exchanges out there, and it should be shared equally between them all because it is dangerous putting everything into one. And not only that, it is dangerous leaving your crypto in an exchange because technically it is not yours. So you want to put it in and out and put it into your wallet as soon as you can. Just hashtag just say it. And also listening to Bloomberg, and this is just facts. Crypto is where it's at. Crypto is where it's going, but you've got to hold your nerve. Like this bull market is gonna dip. It has gone out exponentially because everyone's been getting into it in the last 3 months, and it will drop like it does every time for the last 4 years. And you know, if you've got the nerve and you've got the ability, don't sell because it shouldn't be a short investment. You think about it on the long game, 5, 10, 30 years. Yeah, if you've got the money to invest in it, just leave it and not worry about it. That shit is only going to bring you money. So don't worry about the dip that will undoubtedly occur at some point in the next few months, because it's the bull run and it always happens, and it's happened every year for the last 4 years. Yeah. So if you can, it's scary to look at and scary to watch it go down. But if you've got the nerve and you've got the balls and you've got the backbone and knowing the way that the world is going, don't think about it as a short-term return. Think about it as a 5, 10, 30-year return. And that is never going to let you down. So you don't need to get out. That's what I'm saying. To leave that there. Oh, so much. America's preach. Biden. Oh, I've got so much love for Biden right about now. Do you know why? He's a ledge. Democrats knocking it out of the park. Listen, they are saying they're ruling out a vaccine passport. He speaks the truth. Ruling out a vaccine passport. Not only that, in his new do you know what I'm saying? I need to grab a cigar for real, innit? I'm gonna grab my vape. Right. In the new package, guys, he's going for, and this is Democrats, yeah. Get this through. Congress, Senate, everything. Higher corporate tax. You know it. Not only that, just corporate tax, and then capital gains tax. Both of those. Toot. Yes. You know. And not only that, Amazon, Bezos. Look, I was dubious about you, Bezos. I was. Because I think you're taking over the planet and I don't like it. It's not fair on the little guys. But you've made some steps as of late. And one of those is your green initiative on your vans. Preach. Love that. And then you've come out today, haven't you? And said that you don't mind the capital gains tax. Hold up. You don't mind the capital gains tax? Go on, Jeff Bezos. Do you know what I'm saying? Leader. He's a goat, isn't he? Right. This is what I'm saying. We're all goats out here now. We're a herd of goats. We're no longer sheeple. We're goats, and we're on the same fucking team. And there is nothing better than winning. There is no better feeling than winning and winning together. We've got this. Straight up, got this. Right, listen. So, what have I talked about? Exchange, I got that. Oh, it has to be financial scrutiny on exchanges as well, you know. And there's hashtag winning for real. And you know, we just need more scrutiny across the board when it comes to financial institutions, particularly hedge funds, in light of where is it? I want to say it right. Hold on. Archegos, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? Archegos. So private banks don't want to lend. Right about now. Archegos is a hedge fund, and they don't get regulated, or they weren't regulated as much, and they're over leveraging themselves. And the point is here that all hedge funds should really be regulated a lot better on this front. Do you know what I mean? Because look at the fuckery that's going on now with that Archegos. And if you don't know about it, I'm going to put a link into it. It's fine. So, Let's see. I've talked about that. Sorry, just referring to my notes. Bear with me, please. Right. Oh my god, I've got so much stuff. Right. Okay, I'm going to go back to this. This is the topic that's going to offend, and it's not meant to. So there's a lot of stuff going on around. So where should I start? I'm going to start with yesterday. Oh no, this is Yes More Now. That's what that says. And I'll go into that in a minute. Right. So yesterday I mentioned dominatrix. Right. Now, my ex, wanted me to be a dominatrix. So the whole point of a dominatrix is that the woman's in charge, right? And it's not a sexual thing at all. Yes, yesterday, exactly. So, listen. He wanted me to be a dominatrix, as he called it, but he wanted basically to control me, to control somebody else. And then, because let me tell you, dominatrixes make a lot of money. They make millions of pounds, dollars, whatever. They make millions. People are paying women to do that. Guys are paying women to do that, for one. He basically wanted, and that's the whole point. It was then I wasn't actually a dominatrix. I was just an in-between. He was trying to use me as someone to do something to someone else, which I never wanted to do because I'm not interested in that, and then wanted the money from it. So then I was just being used on every level. And thank God I was not stupid enough to go down that route. Do you know what I'm saying? But this is where I'm going. This is what's led me, my thought process today is there is an inherent issue here, and that is people just not being there. People aren't cool with talking about this kind of thing. I know it. But people aren't cool with talking about this kind of thing, and I don't know why. Because everybody has sex. Let's just be real. Everyone has sex. So it shouldn't be as weird as it is. It shouldn't be as taboo or whatever. It shouldn't, because everyone does it. And it isn't just a procreation thing. It is actually supposed to be an enjoyable thing. Otherwise, nobody would have a G-spot. For one. And I'm telling you, I'm going real right about now. So people are going to feel uncomfortable. I'm not. People will. Right. Listen. So this is where the hypocrisy is. There is because I'm a burlesque dancer, fire breather, angle grinder. I basically, whatever I want to do, I try and do it, and have done it. And when I in 2013, when I became a burlesque dancer, my burlesque dancer name was Divine Destiny. Can you believe that? Mate. And anyway, right. I've performed at a lot of parties, private parties, mansion parties, right? So I've seen a lot of things. Let's put it that way. Yeah, and the joke of the whole thing is that these kind of elite level people that put themselves in these ivory towers, yeah, they get up to this kind of shit. And when there's a party called Killing Kittens, and that is just a straight up sex party for rich people. And it is that old film with Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman, Eyes Wide Shut. Eyes Wide Shut. Yeah. Go back and watch that. Yeah, these level people are doing this kind of fuckery, and then they wanna. I'm gonna say it, hands up. I am not into that. I've just been paid to go and I'm gonna look. I'm nosy. Yeah, and I love a party, but I am not that. And I've been paid to go and do burlesque and fire breathing and angle grinding at these kind of parties. And it is an eye opener, let me tell you. It is an eye opener. Because the levels that these elites go to, and then they want to come out and be judging everyone else. It's like, can you though? Can you really? Can you though? You know what I mean? And this is where it happens. And it also, I was thinking about it earlier. Mormons are polyamorous, polygamy. And I just, for some reason, something came into my mind, like do search Mormon politicians. Mate, I'm going to put a link in. Wait till you see the list. So there's this sort of there's this level of like people at the top that are in ivory towers of their own creation, and they think they can just get away with fucking everything and then judge everyone else for doing exactly what they're doing. And there's more to it than that. It's more to it than that. The demons do the demonizing, straight up facts. And there's more to it than that. But we all have that primal thing. We all have that primal thing, but we've over the years, you've kind of been institutionalized in a way to think that is wrong. That even that it's like it's wrong, or it's and I'm going to explain this in a second. But as in anything, sex is wrong, or it's only supposed to be for reproduction, or whatever. How I feel about it is there's one person for you, and it's taken me to get to now to realize that, right? But now I realize that I'm not even wasting my time. Like, there is one person for you. There's one perfect person for you. And everything that you do other than that is a waste of that energy of that, because there is one, and there's one for everyone, one perfect one for everyone. And it's about finding that one. And when you find that one, it will be like heaven. And that's what it is. That is the Holy Grail. That one-on-one, finding each other wherever you are. And I'd rather spend the rest of my life on my own than waste my energy with someone who don't deserve it. You know what I'm saying? So, exactly, only one, right? For real. And it's actually a drain on your soul. It's more than just a like. And it's easy for me to say at 39. Don't get me wrong, because obviously I've experienced things, but that's what's made me learn. And it is a waste of your energy, and it makes you feel like shit when you have sex with somebody that is just either not worth your time, or they're doing it for their reasons and it's not the same reasons as you think it is. And it's just a waste of time. It's a waste of time and a waste of energy, and actually ultimately makes you feel shit. So I'd rather just not. I literally, I'm happy, I'm cool as I am until I meet the right one. Yeah, I'm cool. Like, I don't waste my energy, because there is that one, and because I know that for a fact. I'm saving that for that person. You know what I mean? Because it'll be all the more better in the long run. And on that note, and I told her this is going to get offensive. I told you. And it's not offensive as in I'm trying to be offensive, but people will take it offensive because they're so straight-laced. And that is, if everyone was having better sex with their person, not a group, or not whatever shenanigans people get up to, Mormons with their polyamory, like that's a religion. And there are politicians with that trying to preach at people about morality. You know what I mean? The hypocrisy of it. And all these politics. Listen, and I know this for a fact because I've been there, that go to these parties. These elites, these politicians, these people up here, and they're going to these, and they're fucking shagging it. Any hole with a goal, innit? Any goal's a hole. Any hole's a goal. You know what I'm saying? It's like, please. And you're trying to sit there and talk to me. You can't say shit to me. For real. Because they can't even own their own shit. Yeah. They can't be truthful with themselves about who they are. And they're just fucking dicking about all over the place. No respect. None. As I said, I worked for an IT company. Men would work there. It was all men. And they were taking their wedding rings off as they walked into the office and put them in a drawer. For real. So, if you wait until you find the right person, when you find that right person, it'll be like an obsession. They'll be your obsession. They'll be your addiction. They'll be the one. You know that fairy tale thing where everyone, when they're younger, they're like, there'll be that one where. Who wrote fairy tales? Who wrote those novels? They wrote it because it was real. It's a real thing. That love, that crazy, insane, obsessed with can't describe, connection with, person that gets you inside out, that you are attracted to, that it just matches you on every level, that that is real, and it is real, and it has been written about throughout history, and it's worth waiting for. It's worth saving yourself for, rather than this fucking nonsense that's going on. Yeah, it's much better waiting, much better, and it'll be all the more satisfying. So that was that. Sure is, exactly. Thank you. Right, this guy today, on Bloomberg TV. Sorry, Sky News. I know I've cheated on you. CEO of Eventbrite. He called it the Roaring 20s. You know what I'm saying? That's where we're at. It's going to be the Roaring fucking 20s. It is. Mark my words. Well, actually, mark his words. You know what I mean? Right. Oh my God, so much. I'm already rambling. I'm rambling all over the show. Since we've been honest, and you know me, I like to be honest. I told you already I was on a Durex advert. I have also been on a Channel 4 TV program called Sexbox. Now, Sexbox sounds worse than it is, does it? I'm not sure. Essentially, the same people that directed the Durex advert were doing this program, and they phoned me and were like, "You're cool with talking about this kind of thing and being open about it," and a lot of the public aren't, and that's the whole point of the program. And they were like, "Would you come on it?" And I was like, "Well, what's the deal?" And they're basically like, "Well, you have sex in a box. No one else can see, but it's live. As in, it was in they had 3 boxes on a stage, rooms, essentially, and it was a live TV show. Had Gethin Jones and this relationship expert. Spread the word, innit? Angry Birds, for real. Right. They had, so there was 3 boxes, and they were like screens, had computer screens. So no one could. They had a live audience, live TV. They had Gethin Jones and a like a SETI thing in the middle, and they were like, "Oh, you've probably done all the stuff we need people to do on this." This is what the producer said to me. They were like, "But we know that you're the most like vocal about this kind of thing, so we want you to come on the show." And I was like, "Oh, all right then." So the whole premise of it was to try something you hadn't tried before, but obviously I'd tried it all. So I think it was like 3 weeks in a row. There were 3 boxes, and you had couples having sex in these boxes. No one could see anything. The screen around the outside of the box was like basically just flashing pictures that you'd sent in, obviously, of the couple. Even saying it out loud now sounds fucking nuts. But yes, I did do this. And so you had sex in the box, and you basically, when you finished having sex, the only people that could hear were the sound crew. And basically, when you'd finished, each couple they gave something to. So one like had a vibrator that never or supposedly never used a vibrator. One had something else, one had something else, one had something else. You know what I'm saying? And when you had finished, you basically had to say into the speaker, finished. And then they tell you when you needed to come out to go and sit on the live city with Gethin Jones and this live audience and talk about the sex that you just had. Oh, stop it. For real, I did do that. Do you know what I mean? Oh, my days. I've done some crazy stuff in my time. And my point is this. We're all primal beings. We're all, it's like the most natural thing, but people are so funny about talking about it. It's like, why? Why is everyone so funny about talking about it? Why is it so taboo? Like, when I moved up here, before I became a loner and loving it, these lot up here, when I tell them my stories, they'd be like, no way. You'd be like, I thought it's normal. Like, what are you talking about? Seriously. Anyway, so this is where this is going. Is what I don't like is that elite people, they're doing it in front of it's in front of our faces. They've got parties killing kittens with having sex any holes a go, and then they want to go back to their leadership positions and start preaching about XYZ and religion and it's like, mate, you just walked out of killing kittens. What the fuck are you talking about? You know what I mean? It's just so two-faced. It's so two-faced. And I'm not into that shit yet. But it's like, you can't. People will be who they want to be, right? Some people are cool, and it shouldn't be anyone else's business. If there's if there is a couple and that's what they want to do, it's not hurting anyone else, is it? That's their choice, surely. So why has anyone else got to judge on it? It's no one else's business. Do you know what I mean? If they're keeping it behind closed doors, that's their thing, whatever. But it's not my thing, it's not your thing, it's whatever. But it's theirs, and that's cool. Let them on it, let them, whatever. And it's the same with fetish parties. And I worked on the door at a fetish party. And a fetish, before everyone goes crazy, ooh, right? A fetish could be something as simple as you like being kissed on the neck. If kissing on the neck is your thing, that is a fetish. So don't start twisting it to be some seedy thing, because it isn't. Anything could be a fetish. Like if you like your foot being massaged, and that's your thing, that is a fetish. So there's no difference between that and anything else. And when you and I worked on the door of a fetish party, right? And I'll tell you what, it was the most respectful place I've ever been, rather than normal nightclubs where it's all boys think it's all right to just fucking get their hands out all over the show and be groping people. You won't get that shit in one of these nightclubs. You don't get that in a fetish nightclub. They wouldn't fucking dare. Yeah, because it's actually, they respect people's personal space and they'd ask you if they can invade it. But see the difference. But people look at you even say the word fetish and people get all like antsy about it, like it's some weird thing. It's like, no, actually everyone's got a fetish of some description. You might not call it that, but everyone has. And not only that, they're actually the most respectful places. And, you know, when I was working on the door there, and this lady was like, oh, go in, you got free drinks or whatever. And I was on my own. I didn't know anyone. I'd never been to one of these places before. Nobody fucking touched me. Nobody went near me. That, like, as in like that, in any kind of sexual or predatory way. They were like really respectful, and they would like come and talk to me. And I was just more sort of fascinated with just the freedom of it, in the sense of people are just so authentically themselves. And I have nothing but respect for people that are confident to be themselves, regardless of this pressure that society puts on us. And the people putting the pressure are the fucking worst ones. They're the ones that are doing the same fucking shit behind closed doors, and they think that they can come out of these closed doors and start judging. And it's like, mate, you've just been doing the same fucking thing, and you want to try and poo-poo on everyone else for doing what you just done it. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. And I'm going to go here. And this is definitely going to offend people. There's all this cray now about this Nas video, right? Now, here's my take on it. Right. He's an artist. He has the right as a human to express himself however he wants. He is not a Satanist in any way, shape, or form. He's trying to express his feelings, right? And I think that the far right that are going cray over this film, bear in mind, or this video, bear in mind it's gone to number 1. These people that are going mad about it, about the whole heaven and hell and Jesus, God and Satan, I think you need to, honestly, and this is meant with all respect, but when you have got a system whereby a vast amount are engaged in paedophilia and the abuse of children, you need to sort out your own fucking house before you start judging on other people for expressing themselves just for being themselves. And a boy's, oh my God, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I am. A boy's G-spot is up their bum. So why would God put a G-spot up the bum if it wasn't supposed to be found? Doesn't matter, whether you're a girl or a boy, whatever combination it is. It's up there. Like, a girl's G-spot is where it is, and a boy's G-spot is where it is. Innit? Thank you. Do you know what I'm saying? Why would he put that there if it wasn't supposed to be found? So just calm yourselves. Yeah. And it's like, again, in plain sight, in front of everybody. Like, it's like that shit goes on all the time. Clergy are done for paedophilia. Church people are done for paedophilia all the time. All the time. And it's like swept under the carpet, like, oh no, we're not going to talk about that, and they just get paid off. And it's like, nah, mate, you want to, and I am a spiritual person. I believe in God, and I'm not going to sit here and back any institution that accepts sexual abuse of children and paedophilia. I think it's absolutely grotesque. And the hypocrisy of people that want to go, oh, I'm so godly, I'm going to accept that. I'm going to accept that, clergy do that, this, that, and the other, and I'm going to accept that they pay them off, and I'm going to let them carry on, and then they want to turn around and have a go at Nas X for his video. It's like, please, yeah, sort out your house, sort out your fucking house, sort out your own house. Yeah, people in glass houses should not throw stones. Oi, man, I've got so much other stuff as well. I've already gone on for an hour. Can you believe that? I'm sorry. Right. So we've got Biden, preach, love ya. Ruled out vaccination passports. Boom, 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 boom. Right, this year, all it's going to be is partying. I'm telling you, Roaring 20s, Eventbrite, that slogan there is going to be our slogan. There's a huge boost in the job market. So where have we got jobs? I'll tell you where we've got jobs. Cybersecurity, blockchain, all of these things, guys. There are free courses on the internet. There's a cybersecurity course that's 8 hours. I'm going to do it tomorrow. Shits and gigs. Right? No joke. I'm going to sit and do it for 8 hours just to prove I can. Because I'm at this stage where I'm like, every day I'm getting up. I'm like, do you know what? I want to see how much I can do better than yesterday. Just for fun. Do you know what I mean? This should be the decade of fucking excellence, like nothing less than excellence, right? And it's not about as in we're in a competition against each other. We're all on the same team, and we're all going for excellence. Like, how excellent can we get? You know what I mean? Like, how fucking good can we get? I reckon. Well, I've already seen it, so I'm telling you, it's going to be excellent. So, mechanics, artists, theatre, music, singing, anything making stuff with hands, wood, you know, like Forged in Fire. Have you ever watched Forged in Fire? I love Forged in Fire, that kind of thing. Like ironmongering, take it back, mate. Ironmongering, making swords, making steel. So woodwork, plumbing, electricity, gas engineers, pottery, painting, basically all the trade things. We need to go back to making stuff with our hands as well. It's not just about tech, it's about making. That's what makes us alive, is making stuff, creating. But also other things. So blockchain, security, coding, anything to do with healthcare. Look, there's so many, guys. So many opportunities. It's nothing but opportunities. That's all I can see. We just need to grab them. Like, grab them by the short and curlies. Like, yes. Got this. Smashing it out of the park. And the greatest thing is, our team is the winning team. It's the winning one. So, you know what I mean? And we're global. There's like 7 billion of us. And we're so smashing it. Oh, Saudi Arabia, listen, preach. They've got a completely renewable energy park called Neom. And that's going to be built using hydrogen. And then they're going to sell that back to the world. Everyone needs to get on this, you know? Africa. Oh, listen. Africa's got a special place in my heart because I live there. So can we just have a little surmise of the COVID statistics? Thank you. I said it correctly. Look at the size of Africa, please. Can we just mentally envisage the size of it? 67,000 cases. 1,800 deaths. 30. Listen, look at the size of the continent. Look at how many deaths we've had over here. Look at how well they have managed it over there. Look at the size of the continent. Look at how many countries there are. And they've only had 67,000 cases and 1,800 deaths. And they've done this because guess what? They've had pandemics before. Ebola. They know what they're doing. Success breeds success. So when you get something, you go, who else has had it? Whatever it is. Storm. Who else has had a really bad storm? What did they do? Let's just refer history, the Bible. Let's just flip through who's been through this exact same situation, what they do. And even better than that is when we get to the position where we're like, we're predicting everything on every level. So we're already prepared. So nothing's going to ever phase us ever again. Africa, they know what they're doing. They know what they are doing. Yeah, 67,000 cases, only 1,800 deaths. And why? Because they've already gone through pandemics before. So they were all over it like a rash. And they knew exactly what they were doing. And there's a company resolved to save lives. And they worked with the government and they smashed it out of the park. And they've got it under control. And there's hardly any cases now. Boom. And we're over here like, I mean, let's just think about it. America, UK versus Africa and the means and infrastructure they've got, and they are fucking killing it. Does that not say something about us? Does that not say something about us? It does. It says something loud and fucking clear, mate. So, I have ranted and raved for a good hour and 7 minutes. And I love you. I'm not even joking. I'm vibrating on another level right about now. I am so excited about every day. Every day I'm like, oh, what are we going to do today, guys? Because we're smashing it right now. And I love each and every person. I think everyone is doing an amazing job. And I'm excited. I'm excited about this year. I'm excited about the rest of the years. Not just this one, just like every single year from now. Because it's like, how many goats are there going to be? Greatest of all time. We're all going to be fucking goats. Let's all be fucking goats. Whatever industry we're in, whatever specialist, whatever it is, whether it's plumbing, building, art, being an artist, being a musician, being a singer, being a historian, being a creator, being a theologian, being an archaeologist, being a mechanic, being an engineer, being a Kryptonian, whatever it is, let's be the fucking greatest at it. Each and every one of us. And then we should inspire everyone to do the same. Where would we be? Where would we be then? Do you know what I mean? Where would we be then? Every day would be a fucking carnival. I don't stop working. I am constantly working and I love it. There is no difference between days. It doesn't matter what time it is. I don't roll like that no more. Like days and times I don't even give a shit. I'm just enjoying myself that much in that we are a fam, a global fam, and we're achieving our goals. And there is no better feeling than that. So with that, I shall love you and leave you. And just love ya. Love ya, love ya, love ya.